So this is just to give you an idea that how you can structure thoughts around your problem. So for example, if product is our problem in the business right now, we can structure thought around this, right? So product can have problem in innovation, manufacturing, use, features, sales, then marketing, right? So everything has its own problems. So if you have to think structurally, you have to figure out layers of your problems. So today we'll be talking about structural thinking, how structural thinking can help you in analytics and in general life. Okay, so I'll start with Nirantar. Nirantar, if you can tell us what you know or what you think of when you hear structural thinking.
Okay, so structural thinking, I think, means finding a root cause of any problem or anything that you are thinking about by asking questions such as why, what, when, where, and how, and understanding the problem at a very macro level, and touching all the areas around the problem, so that you will get the idea and you will know how to think and what to think about the problem.
Okay.
So I think this is the structural thinking.
What? How?
Why, when, and where.
Okay. Irish?
Yeah. As Nirendra said, structural thinking is a framework to an unstructured problem. If we cannot determine the problem or think about the problem, so that we cannot solve that problem fully. So we have to first understand where the problem is, what is the causing the problem, and how we can solve that problem.
Okay.
So without the structural thinking, we cannot determine that these points. So and for that we have to determine the cause of that problem. What is the causing that problem? So we have to collect the data from various areas, like from the organization to solve that problem.
Okay.
That is called the structural thinking.
So, okay. So part and parcel, you guys have got it right. I'll maybe explain it in much more simpler way. There are two types of problems in the industry. One is close-ended problems, and then there are second is open-ended problems. I'm talking purely in terms of analytics. Okay, so let's just assume that someone from your teams comes to you and says that this is the problem and I want a solution. So that's and this is, or maybe he help you in the direction of solution also, that अच्छा ये प्रॉब्लम है, इसको सॉल्व करने के लिए ऐसा करना पड़ेगा. सो दैट इज अ क्लोज एंडेड प्रॉब्लम. Then there are open-ended problems. I'll just write and open-ended. So why do industry bifurcate both of them, right? So close-ended have its own life cycle. So close-ended problems might get resolved in some days or few hours also. So something like, let's say salespersons come to me and tells me that whatever incentive you have given me in the last month is not correct as per my sales. My sales was roughly 1 crore, but what you are showing is 90 lakhs. So there is 10 lakh rupees of missing sales in my number. So that's why my incentive is less. In that scenario, that's a close-ended problem, because he has given you a proper direction, what is causing the issue and what will help him to solve that issue, right? And then let's say the entire sales team comes to you and says that the incentive structures that you guys have built is not working for any of us. We are not earning incentives even after doing a lot of business. So for example, overall company target was 10 crore for 10 people of sales team, or 1 crore each, but they achieved 12 crores, but none of them getting a good incentive. So that's an open-ended problem where they have, the analytics team or the leadership team have to figure out a way in which they can figure out what is it causing and how they can solve it. So that's the difference between open-ended problem and close-ended problem. Now when we think about open-ended problems, we have to think structurally. As Mayuresh said, that if you do not think structurally, you might not find a solution. A structural thinking problem is about making a career decision also. For example, I as an engineer was supposed to work in, let's say, industrial automation sector because I am an instrumentation engineer. But if I go there and work, I will not maybe a good engineer over there. I might be an okay engineer. So for me, the open-ended problem was when I graduated, that I have to figure out which career will help me make my life much more successful than other careers. I would not say a lot successful, but at least more successful than other careers. So that's where I use a mapping table or mapping diagram, in which for one thought there could be multiple correlated thoughts. So that's what we will do in next 5-7 minutes. So I'll pick a word and we will try to find relative thoughts that comes to your mind, and we'll try to map them together. Okay, so for example, I'll just choose product. Now I'll give you one example. The map becomes innovation. So my mind says after product, innovation. Now there would be something else that will come to you guys, right? There will be some things that will come to your mind that you can tell me. So we can create this map.
One eternity later.
Manufacturing process and raw material.
Manufacturing. So I'll just say raw material part of this.
Yeah.
Anything else that comes to your mind?
Product cost.
Cost.
Sales.
Sorry?
Sales.
Sales.
Demand planning.
So demand will come under sales, right? Anything else?
Customer segment. That will also come in sales.
That will also come under demand planning only, right?
Yeah.
Marketing.
Okay. Anything else?
Type of the product, if it is tangible or non-tangible.
I would say feature of product. Feature can be anything, maybe your software features or the physical features of the products also. Okay, anything else?
Supply chain management.
So that will come under manufacturing only, the large bucket.
Customers. Who are the customers?
That will come under sales. Now think as if there are two parties in any product, right? One who is making it and another one who is consuming it. So largely what you have mentioned is from a point of view who is making it, right? There is other point of view which is who is consuming it. Now think about that and then try to figure out one or two points.
Price.
So that will come under manufacturing only.
Quality.
Again manufacturing. So as a consumer, what you will be maybe product use will be there, right? What kind of use product have?
Yeah.
So you can have one more window of use. Now use can be bifurcated into what? Use can be bifurcated, right? Like the way we bifurcated sales, manufacturing.
It's a need or want.
Need.
Or want.
Need and want would come in same as, right? Either it will be need or want.
Yeah. Okay.
The circle is small, so I just wrote need. Then there will be life cycle of product use.
Any maintenance.
Okay.
Guarantee, warranty.
Customer service.
Yeah.
Just think of any product now and then try to figure out what are the use cases for that product. Like I mentioned innovation at the start, right? Over here. Now innovation will have its own thoughts.
Yeah.
So innovation की ज़रूरत है कि नहीं? First of all, need. Then cost. Then time to innovate. Then maybe
Manpower.
Sorry?
Manpower.
Anything else? Or anything, maybe down the sales. So sales is basically represented on market share.
Market demand.
Demand we have written. Right. So okay, so this was an exercise just to understand how you can build structure around your thoughts. अब जैसे समझो, I'll just zoom this out if I can. I'll just give me a second. Okay. So this is just to give you an idea that how you can structure thoughts around your problem. So for example, if product is our problem in the business right now, we can structure thought around this. right? So product can have problem in innovation, manufacturing, use, features, sales, then marketing, right? So everything has its own problems. So if you have to think structurally, you have to figure out layers of your problems. So for example, just take an example of onion, right? Onion is layered vegetable. So after you peel every layer, there is less onion to eat for you, right? So in every problem, it's something like this. If you peeled out one layer of thoughts, then you will get down to more bottom, and at the end of the thought process, you will not have anything else. And this is the best way to maybe articulate about how you can figure out some sort of solution for any or some sort of thought building for any word that you hear. Product is just an example. Now we have an exercise for you both. You will pick one word which you will tell us right now, and you will create such map for that word. And my simple example is to crack this is basically first think about making that product, or there will be always two sides, right? Someone doing that activity and someone consuming that activity. So you have to think on both end. So what I generally do is I'll divide this entire piece into two parts. Over the right side, I will mention all the points who is basically going to make it happen, and on the left side I try to write who is going to consume it or absorb it, right? For the next video, you guys pick one word each and then try to create this kind of map on your own, and then we will try to articulate what are missing and what are the points that you can build upon into layers. So what you will pick, Mairish?
Instruments.
Great. And Niranta, you?
Data.
Great. So in the next video, you guys create the map on your own, and we will try to figure out how we can maybe improve that map, or if you guys have already built an awesome map, we will try to learn from it. So thank you for joining today's session.
Thank you.
Soon we will meet for next session.
Thank you.